welcome. Today guys, we're gonna be making some buttercream frosting. Now to make this, you'll need some icing sugar or confectioner's sugar, some softened butter or at room temperature, and you want to use unsalted butter, and it needs to be at room temperature, and some milk. So the big mixing bowl, add in your butter. Next, using your hand mixer or stand mixer, you're going to cream this butter until it's light and fluffy. When the butter is light and fluffy, you're going to add in your icing sugar in thirds. So I'm going to add 1 cup because we're using 3 cups. I'm going to mix this in. Once the first cup has been mixed in, add in another cup. You're going to continue mixing until you've added all of your icing sugar. Now I've mixed in all of my icing sugar, and what I want to do is check the texture of the icing, and at this point it's perfect. You can use this to cover cakes. You just have to put whatever color you want. If you want to leave it white, if you're gonna frost cupcakes, I suggest adding in a little bit of milk just to help thin it out a little, because you want a really light and airy frosting on your cupcakes. So remember, if you're using it to just cover an entire cake, leave it as is. And if you're going to do individual cupcakes, add in about a tablespoon of whole milk and mix that in. So guys, you see the consistency? It's very creamy and light. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide this into 4 portions. I'm going to color some of the icing. So I'm only going to be coloring 3 out of these 4 portions. I'm going to set 1 portion aside because I want white, and I'm going to be adding my gel food coloring to each one of these now. Now for this, I'm using the Wilton brand of food coloring. So depends on which brand you buy. You may need more or less. So I'm just going to take a little bit of this yellow and I'm going to add it to my icing. I'm just going to mix this in and see if it's the color that I want, and I can always adjust it by adding more. So it's looking a little pale. I'm just going to add a pinch more of the food coloring and mix that in. Okay, so this is perfect. I'm going to set this one aside. The next Wilton color is going to be pink. Mix in. And for this last one, I'm using a creamy peach. Okay, so I went ahead and I divided my other set of white icing into 2, and I made red and I made teal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this mixture, this red mixture, down into my piping bag, and I want to keep it on one side because I'm going to try to do 2 colors in one. Okay, now that I have the red in there on one side, I'm going to put the yellow in on the other side. Just squeeze it down into the bag. It's going to bleed a little, but you don't want it to get overly mixed up. Now I'm going to pipe Isn't that just beautiful? It's absolutely beautiful. In my piping bag, I did the same thing I did with the yellow and the red. I put half blue, half pink. I'm going to use the same tip that I used to make this one, and I'm going to do a different pattern. So starting from the center, I'm going to pipe down a star. So guys, here you have it, my buttercream frosting recipe. And as you can see how versatile it is, you can mix and match the colors. It's so easy to work with. If you think you want a firmer consistency, just cut back on the amount of milk or don't put any milk at all. You just want to make sure you'll be able to pipe it through that bag. So if you guys enjoyed today's recipe, remember to give the video a thumbs up and to share it with your friends. Thank you so much for watching. And I will see you all another day with another one of my recipes. Enjoy!